everybody? This is the Nerd Cave, and I am your host tonight, Zach Dykes. I'm glad that you're here hanging out with us. We are going to be discussing all the video game news that you need to know. Let me know how you are down in the comments below. Tonight is the last night that we're doing the Nerd Cave news on Wednesdays. We're moving back to Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Time starting next week, which I am excited to get back on Thursdays. Hope everyone is doing fantastic. We have got a ton of stuff to discuss tonight, and I need your help right now to make sure that it goes amazing. Make sure to hit the like button, comment on all the stories that are going on, and make sure that you are engaged the whole time. It helps you'll be on the edge of the seat ready, you tapping them thumbs on the phone, helping us out and chatting with us as I go through all of the good stuff that we're going to be talking about. Amy says, doing good, gearing up for this weekend. What? Got a very big weekend, both of us. Amy's doing some stuff, and I am going on a work trip, so I am looking forward to it, getting to see the Foo Fighters Friday. You know what I mean? Going to get to see the Foo Fighters, so I'm super, super excited. Guys, I have been playing a little bit of Helldivers. Played it last night on our community game night, and I've been out of the game for a little while. Still getting tons of kills. You know what I mean? I'm just a killing machine on Helldivers 2, but not knowing the meta is definitely something I was keeping up with, but now I haven't been keeping up with it. I do want to play more Helldivers 2. My gut right now, though, I definitely want to. I say this every week. I want to finish Sea of Stars. That is like my goal, my priority is to finish Sea of Stars. Helldivers 2, we'll probably play it on stream some more. Finishing up Princess Peach Showtime is also on the cards. So I'm looking forward to all of those. Amy says, so jelly you seeing the Foo Fighters. Yeah, New Orleans Jazz Fest is this weekend. They also had another weekend. So they got like the Rolling Stones. They've got the Foo Fighters, Greta Van Fleet, Earth, Wind and Fire. So many awesome acts. But I'm only going to go see some Foo Fighters, which I just thought of this. Never mind. That's for me to think and you not to know, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because this week in gaming, Xbox makes its mark on rival consoles. Starfield DLC gets a date, and a Switch 2 gets more and more rumors swirling. This episode of the Nerd Cave News is brought to you by the Epic Game Store, where you can go support us right now by using creator code NerdCave at checkout. And this is totally free, costs nothing extra on you. It just puts a little earmark there, say, hey, these guys, they're awesome. So give them some money. So use creator code NerdCave at checkout. It helps us out a ton. We're also brought to you by Coffee Brand Coffee and our wonderful patrons, but more about that later. Guys, I hope you're all ready, because here we go. The gaming discussion this week. First up, Switch 2 rumored to have magnetic suction based on claims from third-party controller manufacturer. According to rumors from a third-party controller manufacturer, the Switch 2 will feature a magnetic Joy-Con controller. These new controllers will use electromagnetic suction instead of current railed lock method, which when they say suction, I'm like, I guess you can say that is like how magnets work, but that's, I think of like the push and the pull. It's not a suction. But anyway, the LED's details also mentioned the addition of a metal SL and SR button and a new button on the side of each controller. The rumored Switch 2 controllers will feature HD Rumble, enhancing game experience. The console is expected to offer backwards compatibility, allowing players to continue the use of their old Joy-Cons and Pro controllers. I'm not 100% sure that that's going to happen. I think we might get to keep Pro controllers, but I don't know if they're making a whole new system that old Joy-Cons. I don't know. Maybe the old Joy-Cons don't connect to the new Switch, but maybe you control it like with the one that you got. You have different like Joy-Con holders and everything. So the new console is also said to support USB-C and feature a dock with minor changes in the appearance and possibly 4K resolution. The screen of the Switch 2 is rumored to be an 8-inch display with 1080 resolution. And all of this, again, nothing has been said by Nintendo, but reports suggest that the Switch 2 launch is on the horizon. So we were hoping that it would be this year because of the way things are going with the Switch, where there's not a lot of new stuff coming out. It's kind of ports or, kind of just relaunches of old games and everything. But it looks like early 2025, that's when we're going to be getting the new Switch. So I'm curious to see what these magnetic suction based controllers look like. Again, suction is such a weird word choice in my opinion. So it's interesting. I'm curious how much is backwards compatible, because a lot of times Nintendo loves to double dip on their games where you're buying the same game over and over and over again. So I'm hoping that now that we're in, 2024, the Nintendo Store, it will carry over all the games that you've bought on the Nintendo Store will work on this new console and everything. And, I feel like it is time for the Switch to have a new console within it. And I don't want it to be this huge new thing. I just want it to be a big upgrade to what we've got, because we've had the Switch for a very long time, and it is time to get a new console and hopefully some new games out of that. Please don't make me buy a new console for a new Animal Crossing game. Well, that's going to probably happen, my love. Probably going to happen. All right, let's move into some Xbox news. Magnetic suctions make me think of Apple laptop charge. Oh, that is a good point. Yeah, because again, the suction thing, I don't think of like magnets that way, but I guess that would definitely like think, yeah, just kind of, but it's, the attraction and everything. I won't get a new Nintendo console until James is older, like 8 or older. I think if you are big into the Nintendo properties, like, that is a priority, but with so many things coming out on Game Pass and all of that, and you've got PC and you've already got a Switch, so I think you're good to go there for sure, Nate. Let's move into the Xbox news. Todd Howard says Bethesda is looking at ways to shorten the length between game releases. Bethesda's Todd Howard recently mentioned in an interview that they are going to actively look for ways to decrease the gap between their major game releases. Traditionally, Bethesda has been known for taking considerable time between their games. For example, there was a 5-year gap between the Elder Scrolls Oblivion and Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. The studio is committed to maintaining the highest quality in their games while also finding ways to increase their output and reduce wait times. While they haven't revealed specific plans, Todd Howard mentioned that they don't want to wait as long either and want to get it right. Additionally, Howard hinted at potential partnerships with external studios for non-numbered Fallout games, considering the increased popularity of the series due to the Amazon Prime TV series. And that, again, we saw with New Vegas, which Obsidian did and was amazing, and Obsidian is now owned by Microsoft, so that would be a great way to see maybe getting a new Vegas from Obsidian, which I think Obsidian is the workhorse over at Xbox. Fans can look forward to the upcoming content updates for Fallout 76, including a map expansion called Skyline Valley, and Howard reassured fans that they have a long-term plan for the Fallout franchise. Although Howard mentioned that The Elder Scrolls 6 is their next major game, he refrained from providing a release date for both The Elder Scrolls 6 and the next Fallout title. And I think this is important because we got Starfield announced and Elder Scrolls 6 announced pretty much around the same time. And then it got like Starfield definitely has been overshadowed by the anticipation for Elder Scrolls 6. I think with the show, we are definitely seeing kind of more of a renaissance of the Fallout series. I think more people are, getting into it. And the same thing happened with Last of Us. A lot of people were super excited for the Last of Us TV show, and then more people were buying it. And PlayStation did a really good job of getting a remaster out at the same time. So people are playing these games, and we've seen the numbers go up and up and up. Concurrent, numbers on these games for Fallout is skyrocketing. More and more people are playing. And now that Fallout 76 is not hot garbage, I'm curious to play it. I almost want to play some Fallout 76 and just try it. Maybe do some stream, get some people on there because more people can play that one and everything. But I've only watched one episode of Fallout so far. Amy and I watched it together. It's not her cup of tea, but I'm definitely going to be spending more time watching it and maybe give a review on it. But I'm enjoying Fallout. I feel like it's very close to the game, and with them, taking their time, to what Amy's saying, nothing wrong with taking time to create if it yields a better product. I would rather have a game take longer and us not get rushed crap. Fallout 76 is definitely one of those things. And I know Bethesda, conglomerate, was more over that than ZeniMax and everything than what, Bethesda normally does. But Bethesda is known for buggy games. Let's just be honest. Bethesda is known for buggy games that, have some hilarious moments, but also frustration where quest won't activate, or you can't turn something in, or somebody just totally disappears, or you get stuck, or whatever it is, and you have no way out, especially if you're on console and you don't have any commands that you can put in to get unstuck or whatever. So then wanting to shorten the gap of development, totally understand. And I think with partnerships, they could definitely bring some new life into this, some new ideas. Again, going back to New Vegas and everything, Obsidian did an amazing job. And I think because you think of Outer Worlds, which was an Obsidian space travel RPG, I think that is really a fantastic game. I want to see more from that. But even if Obsidian went and worked on Starfield and did the next Starfield game or a shoot off of it or whatever, I think that would be amazing. I think using the amount of people within the infrastructure of Bethesda where we actually get games that people want, I think is a big thing. Because do we need more Prey? I know that's Arcane and everything, but it's we need to be utilizing things the right way and making entertaining games. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But let's move into some Starfield news since I brought it up. Starfield is getting a massive update. Bethesda is targeting a May 15th release for the Starfield expansion, Shattered Space, which will see a lot of fan requested additions to the game, including detailed service maps have been added, making navigation easier and preventing players from getting lost, which is huge. The ship decorations are now available, allowing players to customize the interior of their ships and make them truly their own. I think that's super dope. I think that's something that this game really needed. Xbox Series X players can now enjoy Starfield at a smooth 60 frames per second, enhancing the overall gameplay experience. Bethesda also listened to player feedback and added new difficulty options in the settings menu, providing more control over the game's graphics and performance. Prioritizing visuals or performance is now possible on the Xbox Series X, allowing players to find the best fit for their playstyle and display. And the update also includes bug fixes and general stability and performance improvements. Now, all of this is great, some quality of life stuff that we're getting from Starfield, which I think is a good sign. I want to see if we get more into, story and everything. I'm really wanting more from Starfield. I think this game could be very exciting, and I need to go back and give it more of a a time than what I did, because I was playing on xCloud, which was great for when I didn't have an Xbox Series X or anything. So now that I have one, it's like, okay, let's get in, let's play, let's see how this game is. The time sync is the only thing that holds me back from playing any of these games at the moment. Is just there's way too much time that can be sunk into these games. But for all the Starfield fans, I'm excited for y'all. Like getting the ship decorations, like I cannot wait to see how cool people's ships look. Like you already get really interesting things on the outside. I've seen people build, the Millennium Falcon, X-Wings, TIE Fighters, Gundams, all of this stuff. But now being able to actually decorate the interior, I think is going to set this game on another level. So for all the people that are looking forward to more Starfield stuff, now you are getting some really needed updates and fixes. So I'm excited for y'all. Let's jump into the next bit of Xbox news. A lot of Xbox news, guys. So y'all hold on. Here we go. Xbox Games Showcase announced for June, followed by a secret direct for a beloved franchise. Xbox will be live streaming the Xbox Games Showcase this summer, featuring games from their portfolios of studios across Activision Blizzard, Bethesda, and Xbox Game Studios, as well as titles from third-party partners. The showcase will start at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern on June 9th, followed immediately by a special redacted direct that will provide a deep dive into a beloved franchise. Please, for the love of God, let this be a new Gears of War. Please. Last year's Starfield Direct was a double feature, and this year's show will also offer a double feature experience with the Xbox Game Showcase and the Secret Direct. While not much can be revealed about the Secret Direct at this time, speculation suggests it could be related to the next installment of the Call of Duty franchise. Boo, hiss, boo, hiss. I don't care anything about that. Give me Gears of War. Based on the associated image shared by Xbox. The Xbox Games Showcase will be preceded by Summer Games Fest that will be on the 7th, followed by Ubisoft's Forward event that will be on the 10th. Fans are buzzing with excitement and speculations. Guys, what do you want to see from this Secret Direct? What do you want to see? This a beloved franchise. So we've got Halo, we've got Gears of War, Fable. We might see Fable. Those are kind of like the three like beloved franchises that just pop out of my head, because it's not something that's, like Forza. Like a lot of people like Forza, but it's not I would not consider it with a nomenclature of beloved property. So in my mind, Halo, Gears of War, which we haven't gotten since 2019, Gears of War 5. So it is time. We just got Gears of War 5 was when? Gears of War 5. Was it 2019? Yes, 2019. And then Halo we got, recently in 2022. So I don't think it's Halo. I think it is Gears or possibly Fable, which they have already announced Fable. That would kind of lend more to what they've done in the past. They announced Starfield, they showed it off a little bit, and then we got more of it. This would be, we already know that Fable is a real thing, and then we actually get into what the game is going to be like, because as cool as the trailer was, with Fable last year, I think it's time to show more about what this game is. If this is the, beloved thing, I'm fine with that. I definitely want Gears more than Fable at this point, because we're in the middle of a story, and I just need it. I just need it. So y'all let me know, what do you want to see from this Xbox Summer Showcase thing that they are going to be doing on June the 9th? Because for me, All I need some Gears of War, and I would be a happy camper. I'm curious, like, yes, of course, we're going to see, you know, a lot of games from Activision Blizzard. We'll probably see some sort of update from Diablo 4. You know, we'll see a lot of stuff that now that they're under the umbrella, maybe some Overwatch stuff as well. So it's all going accordingly to plan for Phil Spencer right now. Next, Xbox bit of news. Microsoft's Xbox game release window for the rest of 2024 has been reportedly revealed. A recent report from The Verge has unveiled the launch of timings for Xbox games throughout the rest of 2024. Fans of Call of Duty series, mark your calendars for late October. The next installment, rumored to be Black Ops 5, is set to hit the shelves. In November, brace yourselves for two exciting releases. First up, we have Obsidian's Avowed, and that's, you know, if you haven't seen it, it's a fantasy RPG. It's going to be pretty immersive. It's got some cool mechanics in there for sure. Additionally, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 will take off, and you'll be able to explore the virtual skies with stunning graphics. And the best for last, December will launch Machine Gun Games, Indiana Jones, and the Great Circle. So we've seen a little bit of Machine Guns Games, Indiana Jones game. I think it's really interesting what they're doing there with the first person. The comedy is there, and then we're getting some of the action and everything. So we've got some dates in here. We got some kind of lockdown and everything. We've also got Senua's Sacrifice, Hellblade 2. And then, you know, we always get Black Ops. We always get Call of Duty and everything. I think that is going to be pretty much the rest of the year, which that's fine. Like, that's a pretty good calendar for what is a first party at this point. And it's doing way better than what PlayStation is doing, because PlayStation is not putting anything out at the moment. Nothing is coming out from PlayStation first parties. They're relying so heavily on their third party relationships and second party. So with them putting out updates for Fallout 76, Starfield, getting, you know, a new Call of Duty out, which we already knew would be happening, Avowed happening, and then Flight Simulator, which I know there's a lot of people that love Flight Simulator. Like, it always looked cool, you know, all the gadgets and all of that, but it was never like something that like really got me or anything. But then, you know, Indiana Jones does sound really cool, to Amy's point. It looks cool. Troy Baker doing the voice of Indiana Jones. It has the style, all that feel. I can't wait to get my hands on it and actually go through the journey with Indy and see what we're going to be getting. Are we getting John Rhys Davies? Like, is he actually going to be in the game? I'm pretty sure they showed his character in there, but I highly doubt they're getting him to come and voice it, which would be super, super cool, because John Rhys Davies, pretty dope. Guys, you know what is also dope? Coffee Brain Coffee. You can get exceptional quality coffee with no gimmicks and no politics. Get you a cup of Joe. They got 12 coffee blends, 12 organic teas, 3 hot cocoa flavors. They've got cold brew, which I just found out what cold brew was. You would think that I would put 2 and 2 together, but Amy had to tell it to me. They've got cold brew and K-Cups, and they have a reusable K-Cup. So if you've got beans yourself, or you've got whatever the magic sauce is that, you know, you put in the Keurig, you can also get refillable, like reusable ones. They're like $5 a piece. So they've got standout blends. They got marshmallow hot cocoa. You know, it's coming up to summer, but you're just like, you know what I mean? You just want a little bit of cocoa. You turn down the AC. You know what I mean? You're just pressing that. You can get it down to 64. It's all cool in the house. You get some cocoa, get your blanket, you cuddle up. You know what I mean? You put a little fireplace on YouTube, and you got all of that. You know, it's good. It's good. So y'all definitely should go check that out. What's awesome about this also is All of this is hand roasted. Any of the coffee beans are hand roasted to order. It's not sitting on the shelves. It's not getting stale. You're getting the best that you possibly can. So elevate your coffee experience with Coffee Brain Coffee. Use code NerdCave at checkout or the link in the description to get 5% off your order. And if you go right now, guys, using my link in the description and you use code MOTHERS when it asks for a code, you'll get 10% off. So I just gave you 5 extra percent off, guys. Boom. Boom. Amy said, I used my reusable K-Cup and really liked it. There you go. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Guys, we're moving into the PlayStation news, and we're going to talk about Xbox. Xbox games perform strongly on PlayStation Store. Microsoft commits to meeting players where they are. And this is something huge that Microsoft has been doing for a very long time with the introduction of Game Pass and then xCloud coming over to PC and getting their games on there. So, according to Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, Xbox games are performing well on both PlayStation 5 and PS4 platforms. In fact, Microsoft had 7 games among the top 25 best-selling games on the PlayStation Store, more than any other publisher. That is absolutely crazy because they own so many people. Some of the Xbox games that made it to the top 25 of the PlayStation Store include Modern Warfare 3, Overwatch 2, Sea of Thieves, Fallout 4, Minecraft, Fallout 76, and Grounded. So that is huge. That's huge news. And I know Phil Spencer kind of, poked and jabbed a little bit when him, Matt Booty, and Sarah Bond sat down and talked about the future of Xbox, where they were going and everything. But this is huge to have 7 games within the top 25 of the games selling on the PlayStation Store. That's big. If Ubisoft was doing that, they would be touting that. If, EA was doing that. I almost said Activision Blizzard, but now they're owned by them. But you see, it's not just Activision Blizzard carrying this. You've got Modern Warfare 3 and Overwatch, Activision Blizzard. You've got Sea of Thieves, which is Rare. You've got Fallout 4 and Fallout 76, which is Bethesda. You've got Minecraft, which is Mojang. And then Grounded. I can't remember who created Grounded, but there are a lot of, it's not just one section of Xbox's game development side of things that is being showcased here. They're not just, one people outperforming everybody else. It's pretty good across the board. So that brings me to, with, top of these, Sea of Thieves and Grounded are 2 of the games that Xbox put out on the consoles to get new life on there. So that tells me it's this is going well for Microsoft. Will they have, exclusives? To a degree, they will, but I think they are really in the business of getting games in people's hands. That's why day one, you get it on Game Pass. Day one, just bang, right there. It's on Game Pass. Doesn't matter what it is. And, with people that do go on Game Pass, a lot of people do buy the games before they go off Game Pass. So, third-party developers or whatever, they come onto the consoles, they are actually making money. They make a good chunk of money off of being on Game Pass, and then the people buying it as it is sunset off Game Pass and everything. But I'm excited to see this. This makes me feel it makes me feel good that Microsoft is winning, and I want everybody to win. Competition breeds ingenuity, and right now PlayStation is I feel like they're getting a second wind, or I'm not really sure, because we're not getting any games from first-party studios from Sony until next year. And Microsoft is definitely taking advantage of that by having 7 of the top 25 best-selling games. And again, this goes from first-person shooters to hero shooters to RPGs to all, survival, all of these things. They are getting such a wide range of players on there. So good on you, Xbox. Keep doing what you're doing. And PlayStation, you might need to start taking some notes here. In a bit of actual PlayStation news, Returnal celebrates 3 year anniversary with Fallen Asteria animated adaptation, graphic novel, and more. Gotta love me some Housemarque, guys. They're awesome. They're awesome. Housemarque is celebrating the 3-year anniversary of Returnal, the hit shooter roguelike game. They have partnered with Dark Horse Comics to create a graphic novel, art book, and an animated adaptation. The graphic novel titled Returnal Fallen Asteria will be 88 pages long and will be available in paperback on October 22nd, 2024. The animated adaptation is an animated version of the first issue of the graphic novel and can be watched now. So you can go watch it right now. Like right now. I probably will do that after the show. The Returnal art book release date is not specified, but it will be coming soon. This celebration showcases Housemarque's commitment to expanding the Returnal universe and providing fans with new ways to engage with the game's story and artwork. The animated adaptation and graphic novel offer a deeper dive into the world of Returnal, allowing fans to explore its mysteries and lore. This is one game that I cannot wait to play. I've been putting it off for 3 years at this point, but this, like, I love graphic novels. Like, graphic novels are great. I like animated shorts and everything. Like, Housemarque is just so good. They're so nice. I did an interview with Housemarque years ago, and they were just super, super nice. This was when they were doing top-down shooters and everything. So I'm glad that they're continuing to add to it. I can't wait to see more Returnal coming in the future. Hopefully we'll get more DLC. I know we got a co-op add on to it, you know, about a year or so ago. So they continue to actually add to this. I know they're working on something, and they constantly, before they went to this style where they were more top-down arcadey kind of shooters and everything, they would have different properties and they would switch games pretty quickly, where they were putting out a game a year. So with Returnal, it's a totally different style, very high up and everything. This, I think, will be their Halo, their Gears of War, or whatever, something that they're trying to build a universe, and clearly with this they are going further and further on that. So I'm excited for them. Returnal, if y'all played it, y'all let me know. It's something that I want to play. I'm not into like huge roguelike games though. Like I'm not like the best in that, and I think I might get a little frustrated, but it does look really, really good. Let's jump into the PlayStation Quickies. Shift Up confirms Stellar Blade's new Game Plus mode will be available at launch. Director says Stellar Blade's input lag when parrying and dodging is deliberate. Stellar Blade director confirms Boss Challenge mode is being planned. Gran Turismo 7 update adds 3 new cars, including Skoda Vision. I don't know if I said that right. Media Molecule job listing reveals its next game is a new IP, which is interesting. I think it's definitely needed over there at Media Molecule. Arrowhead says Helldivers 2 having larger squads would require a lot of work, which I agree. You know, 4 I feel is a good number. Yes, you want to roll with more people when you got everybody there, but getting a huge squad together is difficult. Silent Hill 2 remake release date is said to be revealed soon. Silent Hill 2 remake dev is very confident with the final version of the game, which we're coming up to. It's May now. We're June. We're getting all the game stuff, Summer Games Fest and all of that. So we're going to be getting dates for all of this. Koei Tecmo reveals Rise of the Roman sales are surpassing the Neo series. Good on them. Horizon Call of the Mountain director has been made redundant by Firesprite. That's a nice way of saying they let him go, guys. Ghost of Tsushima adds crossplay and new update ahead of PC release. So I'm assuming the crossplay is going to be for the Legends mode with Ghost and everything, and that's awesome. I'm glad that they're adding that. I would love to see that more and more on, like, PlayStation stuff doesn't have a ton of online modes at the moment. They are pushing more live service down our throats, but getting Ghost and having crossplay is pretty dope. So, guys, y'all let me know, what are you thinking about all of these? I'm excited to see what is going to go on with with Silent Hill, if it's going to be good. Arrowhead's doing the Lord's work, all that good stuff. Everybody's saying they're old. Y'all ain't old. Y'all ain't old. And Murdoch, you ain't old either. Guys, the quick hits, that's where we're getting into. The quick hits are brought to you by our wonderful patrons. You can go support us over at the Nerd Cave over on patreon.com/nerdcave. Support shows, awesome shows like this one. You keep the lights and the mics on, guys. We're making more and more great content. And right after this show, we're going to be publishing on the channel our ranking of My Hero Academia seasons that me and Derek did earlier today for Eat Sleep Anime, and that's going for everybody. Everybody's getting to watch it. So after we finish this live stream, everybody's going to get to watch that. It's because of the people that went over to patreon.com/nerdcave, got a NerdCave membership. They went over there and said, hey, I want to be a member. If it's $5 or up, they went over there and they just decided to support us, and it means the world to us. It has helped us out a lot. You will never know how much it's helped us. So go support us over on patreon.com/nerdcave. All right, here we go. The Patreon quick hits, and I'm going to take a nice sip of water. Pirate action adventure Mark of the Deep revealed, coming to consoles and PC. Fallout TV series attracted over 5 million views in its first week. Fallout TV series hit 65 million viewers in just over 2 weeks. Assassin's Creed Mirage won't be getting DLC, but its director admits Ubisoft does have a few ideas to continue Basim's story. Assassin's Creed Mirage for iPhone 15 Pro and iPad gets a June 6th release date. Green Hell has surpassed 5 million copies sold. Green Hell 2 is in the works. Lost Legions, a 4-player survival crafting game is set in ancient Roman Empire, has been announced. Disney Dreamlight Valley to add Daisy Duck and Oswald the Lucky Rabbit in May update. People Can Fly discontinues work on action-adventure IP Project Dagger. The new Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 update brings Zuko and balance changes. Capcom paying out more money to shareholders thanks to Dragon's Dogma 2 success. Roblox either can't defend itself on question of its alleged exploitation of child labor or doesn't want to. Blizzard announces that BlizzCon 2024 has been canceled, which that kind of makes sense, you know. They're now under a whole new umbrella and everything. So, yeah. Escape from Tarkov fans furious over the new $250 edition with exclusive PvE mode. This cannot be tolerated. So, just the quick and dirty on this. Escape from Tarkov sold a version that said that any future DLC or updates or whatever additions to the game, if you bought this more expensive version, you would get all of those. And then this week they were like, oh, we're putting out a $250 edition, and it gave a new mode and did some different things, but it wasn't included in the one that said you would get everything in the future, blah 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 blah. So fans are super angry, which I totally would be as well. Xbox gaming segment gets another boost thanks to Activision Blizzard. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition finally arrives on PC after a decade, but only on Microsoft Store. Sandland Game shares message from Akira Toriyama written before his death. Rumor Resident Evil 9 possibly delayed internally, but another RE game could launch before it instead. I'm kind of getting tired of Resident Evil. I'm just going to be honest, y'all. Dragami game boss confirms full Lollipop Chainsaw Repop reveal is coming soon. Fallout 4 upgrade plagued by bugs on PlayStation 5, Series X and S, and PC. Is it Fallout? Is it Bethesda without a ton of bugs? You know what I mean? Todd Howard seemingly teasing 2 unannounced Fallout projects. Tekken 8 Season 1 confirms Lydia Sobieski new story chapter and more. Street Fighter 6 confirms Akuma release for May 22nd. Moon Studio says no rest for the wicked is like our Lord of the Rings. Remedy confirms that Max Payne 1 and 2 remake to enter full production in Q2 2024. Let's go. Let's go. I want some Max Payne 1 and 2. I really enjoyed the last one that they put out on the 360. Tencent has increased its stake in Remedy Entertainment by 14.8%. Alan Wake 2 has reportedly not yet made back its development and marketing budget. Oof, that feels bad. I really want to play the game, but I have not had time to play Alan Wake 2 yet. New pals and a new location are coming to Power World this summer. Game of Thrones MMORPG reportedly in development at the finals publisher Nexon, which I'm sure they'll use a ton of AI. I like the finals for a little bit we played, but the AI voices. Square Enix indicates that it's canceled or rescoped multiple unannounced games. I think that's totally fine. I think, as long as we're not laying people off. Deliver Us Mars Team Nikonin lays off entire staff. Founders will attempt to secure funding for the next project through Kickstarter. I say don't lay off people in the next one. Derek, I see you got me there. Yeah, that sucks. Diablo 4 Season 4 Loot Reborn out on May 14th brings new tempering system and codex of powers changes. Starfield's first expansion, Shadow Space, to release this fall. Update is coming to May 15th. Star Wars Hunters gets a June 4th release date for Switch, iOS, and Android. Star Wars Hunters is the arena shooter, kind of hero shooter thing that we saw a few years ago. Funko Fusion announces it's releasing September 13th, names Jurassic World, Back to the Future, and other IPs appearing in the game. The Funko game looks very interesting. It's definitely not for kids, but I feel like a lot of kids are going to be, I feel like a lot of kids are going to play it and it's going to be uber violent. According to Insider, Kingdom Hearts 4 release is targeting 2025. Why are we getting another Kingdom Hearts? That's my question. Isn't it done at this point? I have no idea. I haven't kept up with it. Nate says, I downloaded Diablo 4 when it came to Game Pass and haven't even played it yet. Well, I like Diablo 4 and I would totally get back into it. If I had people to play with. That's the only way that I would put time and effort into Diablo 4 at this point. It's a great game, but it's definitely it's a time sink for sure. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts. Nothing against Kingdom Hearts. It's a great franchise, but I don't know why we keep going. Dan says, no, it's done, and I still would be playing Kingdom Hearts till the end of time. No, it's not done. Sorry, I read that wrong. No, it's not done, and I will still be playing Kingdom Hearts. It's just like Final Fantasy. Y'all know what I mean? It's just like Final Fantasy. Well, there you have it, guys. That is the Nerd Cave news. I hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure to like the stream, and we'll be on Thursday next week. It's going to be awesome, 7 p.m. Central Time. We'll be back Tuesday as well at 7:30. We're going to be playing some games and hanging out. Thank y'all so much for being here. This has been Zach. Have a blessed week. Bye. All right. So now that I've actually introed and everything, two things, guys. One, if you haven't filled out the form for the up and comer nomination for Kind of Funny, I would much appreciate that right now. I just put that in the comments, and I am also going to put live the ranking of My Hero seasons up as well, so everybody can watch that. So let's do it. Y'all ready for that? And if you got any questions on the up and comer, so what it is Kind of Funny is a company that I really like watching their stuff. They are willing to fly people out for a week to make content and everything. So I appreciate that. If I could go out there and do it, that would be amazing. Murdoch, I did the doc today. It was fun to hype up Zach. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yes, go nominate me. I may have told too much, a little. I'm curious what it is. Now I'm curious what were you saying about me? So there is the link for, excuse me. There is the link for the show and everything. The next one. Let's see if I can. That's so dumb. Like, they have a redirect thing on the streams, but it won't let me do that. So, so the video that I'm putting in here as well, I just posted it live, is me and Derek ranking the seasons of My Hero Academia and everything, because My Hero is putting out a new season this weekend. So if y'all will go over there, leave it up, watch it. If you want to watch it or let it play, you can, do whatever you need to do. Hit the like button, watch all the way through and everything. The Reading toast that people do. Well, along that, was it a roast or was it a toast? Either way, I think it'll be fine because they have a sense of humor for sure. But yeah, so we did the My Hero tier list, and I need I want y'all to go watch that, and we'll be doing Demon Slayer next week as well, so y'all will get a Demon Slayer on next week. It was a roast toast. It was a toasty roasty. Well, I appreciate everybody going over there and nominating. It means a lot for y'all to do that. I know I'm asking, but it would be super dope to do that and get to go and everything. A roasty toast. Oh, well, that's gonna do it, guys. That's it for tonight. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I'm gonna hop off though. Y'all go watch that. Leave comments on the My Hero thing. It would be much, much appreciated. The thumbnail is super dope, if I do say so myself. Let's see. Can I? Yeah, I'll share it. I share it. Let's see. It's a super dope thumbnail. Somebody created that thing. Good evening, Nate. Look at that thumbnail, y'all. Look at that thumbnail. So good. Yeah. And I made this super dope one for Helldivers, and then Murdoch didn't even come in. Didn't even play Helldivers with me. I cried, man. Shed tears. Just streaming down my face. So yeah, guys, thank y'all for being here. I know this was a short one. It's always good to have more though. It's always good to have more. You know what I mean? So, all right. I love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful week. Take care of yourself. Go walk, go be healthy. And, yeah, I know. I'm glad we got Cody and Trey on and had some fun and everything. But y'all take care of yourself, eat healthy, go for a walk, and I will see y'all on Tuesday. I love y'all. Bye.